Hey, so I went down to the North Myrtle Beach comic book shop called Player's Choice. Now you might be thinking, why is it called Player's Choice? They also like to do games, like they sell, buy, rent, whatever, I guess. I don't know. But it's the best place I know to get comic books. Now, there is a place in Wilmington, but I don't like Wilmington, to be honest with you. If you live in Wilmington, it has nothing to do with you. It's just the traffic and the condensity. And you may be thinking, isn't North Myrtle, in the summertime, Myrtle Beach is more dense. Plus, the infrastructure is way better. They've been made for the overflow. So let's look at some of the comic books I got. Now, the first 24 are out of the dollar bin. You might be thinking, why do you have 24 for $1? And I'm like, no, it's 24 because it's 12 for $10. Either $1 each or 12 for $1 or $10. So we have the New Titans with Batman and Robin. The Lonely Place of Dying, Part 4 of 6, from 1989. We also have the Legion 93 from 1993. It's a series that I've always wanted to read, but I never got around to. Flash, I've read a few from this era, and they're good. They're really good. So we got, I think I read actually past this point, like numbers 84 and stuff like that. So we got number 49 and number 48. And it tells you to watch the Flash on CBS. Now, that is not the one that ran for several seasons. It's the one that gave us, or the Jay Garrick Flash for that series, that longer series. This is the one from 1991. I'll need a few more Firestorms, and here is one of the ones I needed. Firestorm number 20 from 1984. I've read a few Firestorms in my day, and it'd be nice to go through and read them all. Now, this one's a more modern comic book from 1994. It's the Fighting American. It's confusing because it normally doesn't say way at the bottom. Truth, Justice, and the Fighting American Way. It's a 6-issue miniseries. This is the last one, number 6. I've heard a lot of good things about the Ultimate Fantastic Four. I've not read any yet, but here's number 7. I have read the Ultimate X-Men, numbers 1 through 12, and I thought they were fantastic. Here's getting into newer stuff, too. I got quite a few of these because they're pretty good, the ones I've read. But there's 3 different lines, and I don't understand the difference, but here's Earth 2, number 17. Here's Earth 2, World's End, which is not like a limited series. It's a running series. It's number 13. I thought it was like a subtitle at first. Here's Earth 2, World's End, number 8. And these are all from the New 52 era, which, of course, we know is 2011 till, 2015? I do like how it's, they've redesigned the Justice Society, and they look very different, but that, again, it doesn't mess with our universe. That's why it's okay. At first, whenever they redid all this, I hated it because they really ruined the Justice Society, but I'm going, you know what? This is just another Justice Society from a different world. And then we have number 3 of World's End. We have number 19 of Earth 2 Society. Again, I don't know what that's about. This is the 3rd title. There's 3 different titles. Here we got Earth 2 Society, number 2. Now here is a one-shot. It's Earth 2 Futures End. I thought this was whenever they were ending the New 52, but I don't think so. I think this was just a bump in between somewhere because it's only 2014. I think they officially ended it in 2015, didn't they? I don't know. We have Earth 2's Hawk Girl. Now it's just she's on the cover. That's it, from Bombshells. So it's pretty cool looking. Then we have those weird numbers like 15.1 and 15.2. Here's 15.2. Solomon Grundy. That's a very different Solomon Grundy. Here's the 15.1 of Earth 2. We got a Desaad. Very demonic looking Desaad. This cover I didn't care for too much. It's Earth 2 War. Number 14. This cover is fantastic. Look at that art. It's Earth 2, number 11. And Dr. Fate. Whew, how can you... I don't know if you can draw it like that through the entire book. That's what I'm interested in finding out, because one of the things about Dr. Fate is they had to keep it simple over the years, because drawing him over and over again, can you imagine drawing that over and over again? That's what makes me wonder if this is all computer generated, because that's a lot of details. All right, so Earth 2, Flight to the Death. Not Fight to the Death, it's Flight to the Death. Not sure why they're fighting. They're on the same side as far as I understand. All right, so that ends the Earth 2 stuff. Then I got a few more other ones that I needed, like Dark Stars number 17. This is from 1994. I've read a few and they're pretty good. Here is Adventure Comics from 2010. Now, 2010 is pushing it, but I mean, it's got Superboy, but this is whenever he's wearing jeans instead of his other outfit. I don't know if it's directly connected. That's what I'm wondering. Like, it almost feels like the few that I've read when he's wearing jeans is this is a whole different Superboy than the one in the 90s. That Superboy, everybody knew who he was. This Superboy, he's like Clark Kent. He's got a secret identity. He lives in Smallville. So it's like, did they reboot it and I missed the reboot somewhere? Comment below if you know. We got a Star Wars comic that I was surprised I didn't have because they don't have too many classic Star Wars comics. And is this a reprint from the Marvel is what I'm wondering. All right, it's number 14. I only have one other one of these. I haven't gotten to it yet. Because when it says classic, it usually means reprints. Classic Star Wars, number 1993, number 14. It doesn't really mention anything about reprint from something. But it definitely does fit in with the older. It looks like the comic strip art, to be honest with you. So let me know in the comments below if you know anything about this stuff, because it looks good. And of course, classic Star Wars is always better. I don't know. I mean, I've read some of the newer comic books for Star Wars, and they're not that bad, actually. I really do like it. You know, of all people you would think I don't like, Dr. Aphra is pretty cool. So that was the 24 comics that I got for 20 bucks. Let me know which one's your favorite. And then I got new comics. Well, sort of. All right, so when I get reprints, if I can get a foil edition, I kind of want it because one day when I become a zillionaire, I will get the originals. You're right. But I just want something that's a little different from the original. So I got the foil version of the first appearance of, well, Guy Gardner, number 59 of the Green Lantern. Now, do the foils cost more? This was $5.99. They didn't charge any extra. So I'm like, is that how much the reprints are? Because they are thicker than a normal comic book. This one was $7.99, but it's a lot thicker. It's Brave and the Bold. It's the second appearance of the Justice League of America. That pretty cool looking golden robot on the cover. And then you think, well, gosh, you're such a DC person. I know. I try to be decent. But I do like Fantastic Four from the Marvel comics. And look at that. It's a pretty thick one right there, but it's only $4.99. Now, you might be thinking, don't you have number one? I do. I have the 44 Years of the Fantastic Four on DVD that I bought from some store for like $12.99, which was on clearance for $50. But, man, anytime you can get paper in your hands to hold. And plus, if there's ever like a radiation or the sun explodes, I could protect myself from the sun with all these comic books. Isn't that a great idea? So, which one is your favorite between these? It's a hard decision for me because I like all of these. I like Guy Gardner. I like the Justice League of America. And I do like the Fantastic Four. I probably don't enjoy reading these as much as I did from my childhood. Those were from my childhood up. I feel like those were the stronger issues to read. This was before I was born in '66. But I read a lot of the, like, I think it was like 212 was the first one. Whatever that one with this little, they had the little bubbles in the front. That was about when I started picking up, and then dropped off because I only got them in like 3 packs. And then I really started picking up whatever Byrne wrote them, and we had a newsstand. I can go and get comics instead of having to just get whatever they had at Kmart. Because when I was a kid, we'd go to Zehrs and Kmart, and they'd be right there at the checkout. You know, a 3-pack for like a buck or something. I can't remember. So that was about the only way you can get a hold of comic books. And I couldn't go, well, I want never Fantastic Four this and this. You couldn't do that. We didn't have a comic book shop, and until I was driving, I didn't find a comic book shop, and that was like in another town. We had no comic book shop forever. They probably have one now that I'm no longer there. But all right, so you know, you guys, if you have a comic book shop near you, I hope you're happy about it, because some people be blessed, because some people ain't got nothing. I live in a comic book desert. So taking a little trip down to an hour away, it's worth it for me. So, and you know, normally you might be thinking, oh, this is just the first one, because usually about $100. No, I decided to go light this time, just get a few and just enjoy and just, you know, chill out. Plus, I think I went like 2 weeks ago or something, or a few weeks ago. Well, anyway, long story short, too late. Hope y'all have a great day. Comment below. Let me know.